Hello everyone, it's Move It Monday. I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Monday, August 11th, 2025. And today I'm going to talk about the big question. How to restore mitochondrial function. And do we do that by taping our mouth shut? That's a joke. And the reason being is because there's a lot of talk that's going on with regards to steps you can do, because in order to improve mitochondrial function in the body, you need layer 1, you need layer 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so forth. So when you start to layer these things up, then you're going to create an environment that is going to be productive. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because of this particular article here, where there's this lady that she said in February of this year, she was diagnosed with brain cancer and had 2 operations, radiation and chemo. And so when I see this, it motivates me to say something, because I think it's important to know what's available as one of those layers that I talk about with regards to restoring your body's innate ability to heal itself. And I write here, so just in case you can't see it, activating stem cells in your body is the key to restoring your health and hair, along with supporting cells with hydrogen, which has the right isotope your body needs. Hydrogen is known to have 3 different isotopes, 3, one of which can be radioactive, which is not what you want. And when you get chemo, you're getting radioactivity in your body to kill cells. Sounds kind of counterproductive. What do we need to get rid of in order to rebuild? Is there something that's there? And it's a very important question, and why I'm making this statement. I say, look at how to make or get 114 degree bond angle water, which has the right isotope your body needs, and combine the isotope with technology that is clinically proven to activate stem cells. And by meaning activate what stem cells you have left in your body by supporting and building more of them to restore your body's ability to heal itself. It will take time, but having the right pieces needed for your body to restore your health. You can find the info that I have posted and shared on my website. These things are becoming more and more mainstream, if you want to call it that, because your health is a business. If you're healthy, you don't need to engage. You could be doing something else that's more productive for you and your family. And when I talk about stem cells, I had that XY graph in previous episodes. You can see where I talk about the body's ability to increase stem cells and so forth. But if you don't have the activator in place, which this is that activator, then you are missing out on your body's ability to regenerate and restore itself. The reason why I say that, because I demonstrate what's possible when you have a strong body or strong cells in your body that gives your body the ability to regenerate and recuperate, and you have a greater levels of energy and so forth. It's a win-win combination. But I also practice what I preach by eating good salts and also consuming good salts.
There's a French doctor.
Okay, so here, this is that graph I'm talking about. Stem cells in your body. So when you're first born, the stem cells are going to be at kind of like 100%. If you're healthy, if the baby is healthy, if a newborn is healthy. And as we age, that can start to decline pretty fast. You see, by the age 20, I'm saying you could lose 20% of your stem cells in your body, especially if you're not practicing good health habits, or you're not in an environment that is allowing you to do that. If you're in sports, you're going to be thinking about how to maintain your longevity and build strength and do that kind of stuff. But if you're not in a sport, then let's say you're playing, you like arts. Well, is arts going to create triggers for your body? Not per se, because you have to take the initiative yourself in order to increase, the strength of your body. So one of those things is light. And if you're inside all the time because of conditions where you live, let's say if you're in northern parts of North America, at certain times of the year there's less light. So you're not going to get the activation. And that activation is one way of using the X39 to activate your body's ability to turn on those stem cells. And Dr. Pete Skulak talks about this kind of thing, and there's this one article here, so we'll listen to this.
I literally tape my mouth shut before bed because cancer hates oxygen. When I was first healing from a grade 4 diffuse astrocytoma brain cancer, I learned that how you breathe at night can completely change how your body heals. Most people mouth breathe while sleeping. This dries out your mouth, increases inflammation, disrupts sleep, and reduces oxygen delivery to your cells. When you tape your mouth, you train yourself to breathe through your nose. Nasal breathing produces nitric oxide. This opens blood vessels, improves oxygen delivery, and supports your immune system. For me, it means deeper sleep, more oxygen to my brain, and waking up with actual energy. And oxygen-rich sleep is the train cancer hates.
So he talks about taping his mouth shut, so that way he can increase nitrous oxide. So, and that helps with oxygen delivery. So, when I talk about skipping and breathing only through my nose, does it allow me to have a higher heart rate? I don't know. Is it because of the increased nitrous oxide that's happening? Or is it because I don't have enough oxygen? I have to breathe faster. Part of me thinks it's when you're exercising, you don't have enough. So that's why your heart rate is pumping, because it needs to restore. It needs to catch up, right? It needs to deliver the oxygen that's going to the muscle. So this statement, it kind of conflicts a little bit based on physical activity. When I'm going to try to do that today, breathe only through my nose throughout the entire workout and see how it affects my heart rate. I'm pretty sure it's going to increase it because of the body is going to be looking for oxygen. So, going back to my first statement, how do you restore mitochondrial function? Mitochondrial function is the king of all kings, the stem cells inside the body that drives all the healing. And when you activate that process day in and day out, much like If you're a bodybuilder and you need to build muscle, how long does it take to build muscle? How long does it take for someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger to win the Mr. Olympia so many years in a row? Well, he had to put in the work. He had to put in the time. You got to activate. You got to break down and build that muscle. And the same rules kind of apply to mitochondria. You kind of have to go through that process of breaking down and rebuilding. So how do you do that? Well, exercise is one of those triggers that even David Schmidt, the founder of LifeWave, talks about as important. So you have this is a lymphatic system trigger. Muscle trigger is actually going to be lifting weights, as you see on the bench over there. I will be doing that. Or stretching bands as a form of resistance to break down the muscle and to rebuild it. And when you combine that with stem cell activation, with amino acids, with water, that has the right isotope, I would call it isotope or bond angle, right? And so when you combine it even with other things, there's another statement here. Let's listen to this.
There's a French doctor named Dr. Lelangre, and he's written a whole book on salt. He said, when people come to me with high blood pressure, I put them on Celtic salt. Why does he put them on Celtic salt? Because Celtic salt contains 82 minerals. It's a hand-harvested sea salt. So the minerals are in the Celtic salt in their balanced form. What about Himalayan salt? In many places, Himalayan salt is a lot easier to get, about 75 minerals. So it's pretty good, but I prefer the Celtic salt. And one reason is that the Celtic salt has 3 magnesiums. It contains magnesium chloride, magnesium bromide, and magnesium sulfate. Magnesium is a water-hungry molecule, and this explains why the Celtic salt is such a moist salt, especially when we've had a lot of rain, because those 3 magnesiums absorb the moisture. And because magnesium is a water-hungry molecule, it can be used to help the water get into the cell. So when you take a crystal of Celtic salt, put it on your tongue, and some say, how big's a crystal? Well, if you've got high blood pressure, start small, about the size of a sesame seed. I don't have high blood pressure, so I might have about 3 times little sesame seeds. Put it on your tongue, your mucous membranes start absorbing the minerals, the magnesium is taken to the cell membrane, and you drink your water, and that magnesium pulls that. There's a French doctor named...
So, the lady that you see on the screen talking, not with the crazy eyes on the left, but the one on the right, her name is Barbara O'Neill. I have a lot of respect for her. And she's a naturopath and talks about how to support the mitochondria as part of the body's ability to heal itself. And she's an advocate for light as well, where she was sitting in front of the sun, outside in the sun for 20 minutes a day. Is that enough if you can get exposure to that? I think so. She's leading by example. But if you don't have the opportunity, then this is another option for you. You don't have to buy it. I'm not saying you do. But if you are in a situation where the sunlight changes throughout the year, where I'm in one of those situations where I don't get the sun, especially during the winter when the days are much shorter. And if it's overcast all the time, then you're not getting that light. You're not getting the full spectrum of light. And that's when you start depleting your body of that trigger, you're going to be in a situation where your body's not going to be able to thrive. So this is why I'm saying you don't have to buy it. You don't, but think about your environment and everything that where you are in your life. And if there are things that you can benefit from when you start layering them up, then you can start to change your body. You change your body's ability to heal itself. And when you are doing that, that's when you're starting to win. Can't stress it enough. I can't force you to do anything. Nobody can force you to do anything. It's only you, and it will always be you. But it might be you might be under certain conditions or circumstances that preventing you from doing this to make those changes. I understand that these things are not cheap. They're not. But can you stretch it out in the beginning stages? You can. You can. I am. I am re-wearing this patch. And I can still feel the signal. And I believe I attribute that because I drank the 114 degree bond angle water, which has, I believe, the right isotope. And when I combine it with the salt, as Barbara's talking here, my body's really taking that hydrogen and putting it into place and utilizing it the way my body knows how to. And do I feel the difference when I'm exercising? I do. I really do. And this is something I'm trying to tell the world, that when you do things the right way, you can achieve some remarkable healing and advantages for yourself. Now, if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to use this technology to be the world's fastest sprinter, like what's his name, Usain Bolt out of Jamaica. That guy is how tall is he? He is I don't know, like 6'5" or something. He's a tall man. If he can move his legs at the same rate you are as a smaller person, will he have an advantage? Yes. Because he's got longer legs. He'll be able to move farther, faster. So will you be able to break his records? It's going to be hard. You have to be at some kind of like Superman level to beat him. To beat his records. So that's why I'm saying, there are certain things that you will not be able to overcome. It's just, if you have let's say even a vehicle that's got tires that are wider diameter, there's more air in it, and you got the same engine, and you got two Ford Mustangs, put smaller tires on one and bigger tires on the other. Which one's going to go faster? Farther faster. The one with bigger tires. Every single time. Even though it has the same engine, but it's the characteristics of how it's transferred. That energy is transferred into the ground to make it move. That will always be the difference. And the same rules apply to sprinters. So, if you're short, I don't see it as a disadvantage, because you're winning if you're healthy and able to do whatever you want to do in life. Nothing better than that. So, with that, we're going to talk about today's workout. But before I do so, there's the link. You can see that's the shop where you can order the X39 and any of their bioenergy products. I call it bioenergy. David likes to call it patches, his technology. David Schmidt. He's the owner of the company of LifeWave. And if you want to get in on the bonus of making some money on the side, subscribe and I'll help you by adding you as a member under Unlock Your Bioenergy. And if you have a testimonial, put it there too if you want to share it, to help convey the message to people around you who might be also interested in utilizing the technology to help them. Because there's nothing better than be able to spend a little more time with those who you love. There's the QR code. Scan it. That'll take you to unlockyourbioenergy.godaddysites.com, which, if you're on your mobile phone, it looks like this. Unlock Your Bioenergy. And under this here is where you can find the studies and the clinical research that's done specifically for X39. If you click on the second button here, that'll take you to this, where you can see all the different products that are available. 114 degree bond angle water. I show you how to buy the machine, how to make it yourself. If you want to go to Telegram, you can find the vlogs that I have posted there with regards to my journey with making the water. There's more articles and testimonials that I have shared, posted. And lastly, but not least, if you want a lymphatic system trigger, you can purchase one, support me. It's only you. It's up to you if you decide to. Like I said before, you can get this exact rope still available at buddylee.com. So you click on the link there and it'll take you to the site. There's some heavy ropes that you can get as well, and some newer versions of the Jump Rope Master. The one I have there on the bench is the oldest model. You can still find it on Amazon if you want. It's a little on the expensive side, but it's super good rope, very smooth, and you can get some really quick speeds with it. It's a really good design, and that was patented by Buddy Lee himself. So, great product. And with that, I'm going to talk about today's workout. Going to do back and biceps. Phil is talking, for all those people who know about Phil Godlewski. All right, back to the description. So, the king is going to be the straight arm lat pull down. So basically what I like to do is to put the palms down and into the ankle. I'll take one off here. I'm using the ankle strap. So I like to put my hand into the strap, and when you're going to do the lat pull down, I'm actually going to kneel down like this. Kneel down, grab. I've got two bands attached together. One is on the high anchor point and one is on the low. And the reason being is that I want the activation of the stretch of the muscle to start at the top, and then you're going to pull it down like this and all the way through. But the second band is going to activate at the last part of the movement. So it's going to mimic a similar movement as if you're swimming. So that's kind of the movement. Up, down like this, but just straight up and down. And by having your palm in this position when you're activating the movement, you're taking the tricep out of it. So if you put your hands like this, then your elbow has more of a chance to bend. So if you turn it this way, you can kind of lock your elbow a little bit, and so that way it focus more of the movement or the tension on the lat itself. So those are little things that are important when you want to make sure that you're activating the muscle. If you start getting tired, then you know that you might start cheating when your hand's going to start turning this way when you start getting tired here, because the body is going to naturally try to compensate, and the body will do this. It'll happen instantaneously, so you kind of have to pay attention to make sure that you're not allowing the compensation to occur. So make sure you keep that focus on the lat. Okay. Then the second exercise, the queen, is going to be the hammer curl. And the hammer is basically taking like this, like you're going to take the hammer and pound it down, right? But we're actually doing the pull exercise, so by doing like that. So one thing I noticed in the is try not to bend the wrist down like this. Or if you do it, try to lock the wrist, and so that way you're acting and pulling and forcing the muscle to do the work. So with the hammer curl, it's working primarily the long head of the bicep, which is on the outside of the arm. And you can alternatively do that with the same bands if you have the 2 anchor points, basically. So you're taking the strap and you want to put it in between your index finger and your thumb. Put it here, and so that way you take as much of the flex of the wrist out, because the flex of the wrist or the movement of the wrist can actually affect how can change the tension on the long head of the bicep. So this is part of the cheats that the body will naturally do when things start to become uncomfortable. So learn how to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, and that way when you're executing the movement, you're actually going to do, the muscle's going to do the work in what we're intending to do. So the cards will dictate the number of reps as usual. I'll flip the face card, and that's how it's going to work for today. So let's begin. All right. Get the heart rate monitor set. As an alternative, if you want to use if you don't have weights like I do, you can use the bands. Hold like I said, put the elbows behind the back like this, and then extend them forward as another option for you. Okay, first card, let's go. We have Jack 8. So we're going to start with the jump rope, 80 skips. 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 50, 60, 70, 80. I'm going to try to keep breathing through my mouth. So we have King 6. So grab here, kneel down. There we go. There's 1 rep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll make you a strong swimmer. All right, Ace 9. So start with the straight arm pull down. 9 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hammer curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For the weights, I'm using 20 pounds today. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. All right, next card. Queen. 8. So we got hammer curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. 6, 7, 8. What you'll notice is that I'm flexing the tricep at the bottom of the rep. Next, king. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next card, ace. 7. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flex the tricep. Execute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 70 skips now. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Oh my goodness, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 70. Okay. Next card, Jack. 4. 10. 20. 30. There we go, 40. Next up, Jack again. This time 8. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60, 70, 7, 8, 9, 80. All right. Next up, ace. 3. 1, 2, 3. Hammer curls. 1, 2, 3. 30 skips. 10. 20. 9, 30. Next card, Queen. 3 more hammer curls. This time I'll use the band. So behind. 1, 2, 3. Just feels slightly different. Next, Queen. 5. 1, 2, 3. Flex the triceps. 4, 5. Next card, Queen again. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had to fight through fatigue a little bit on that one. Next, Ace. 6. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 60 skips. 10. 1, 2, 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. Next card, King. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next card, Jack. 5. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. Next card, King. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Rest for 2 minutes. So 12:35. Almost 1 minute in for rest. One minute left. Gonna flip the face cards. Get them ready for the next round. We didn't have any 10s. I think the first round, or maybe there was one. So that means there's 3 10s still waiting to be drawn for this next round. So it's going to be interesting to see which face card will be the 10. All right, 15 seconds left. First card is going to be Jack. So, and number skips 4. So we have 40. Let's go. 10. 20. 30. 40. Okay, next card is King. 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next card, Ace and 10. Look at that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Flex the tries. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Whew. 100 skips. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. Next up, Queen. 3. 1. 2. 3. I think it's another queen if I remember correctly. Yeah, no, this is king. 9. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Next card, Ace. 9. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. All right, next card. Jack, 3, 10, 9, 20, 1, 30. Next card. Jack again, 6, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Next up, ace, 10. Oh gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This time I'm gonna, I'll do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, muscling it up. Woo. 100 skips. 10, 20, 8, 9, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. My left is weak. 10. Oh. Next card. Queen again. 7. Oh, you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7. Oh my. My left is weaker on the, I can tell. Queen again. 10. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, I'm going to try to fight through the fatigue. I'm going to try. See which one is first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. I'm trying not to lean back to cheat. Trying real hard. Next, ace. 5. Look at all those 10s were kind of in the middle there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to bicep curls and hammers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skips now. 1, 2. 9, 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. Okay. Next, king. 7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Next card, Jack. 9. 10. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. Oh. Last card, king. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 2-minute rest. 30, 22. Wow. These kind of workouts are really test your mental strength. Can you be comfortable with the uncomfortable? So we're almost done here. Another 22 seconds and the rest is over. There you go. So, today's date, as you see, recorded August 11th, 2025, time that I started. We are now finished, so I tried to strive for at least half an hour. Like I said, you can work out hard, but you can't do it for very long. So, for all those people spending 2 hours at the gym, I don't know where you think you have all this time. Unless you have some serious money that you don't have to worry about it. But technically speaking, you don't need to spend 2 hours in the gym. Half an hour, put in the effort, and watch your body change. Make sure you're eating properly. The right nutrients, getting the minerals from your salts. I don't take any other supplements, no creatine, no protein powder, none. I only drink the 114 degree bond angle water. I use the X39 from LifeWave, which I'm currently wearing. You see that? That's the patch. and I eat one meal a day. OMAD, O-M-A-D. And try to mix it up with different vegetables. Yesterday, for example, I had tempura shrimp with some mashed potatoes that was left over, some pickled beets, and what else? There was something else. I took a picture of it. I'll see if I can remember to post it. Or maybe, no, I didn't take a picture of that meal. No, it was a day before. So, I try to have different protein sources each day to confuse your digestive system a little bit. I like to top my stuff with a little bit of cayenne pepper, so that way it keeps your metabolism going. And when you have a high metabolism, then you generally should have a lower body fat percentage, and that's what I'm working on. So you can see here, I've got a little bit, more than I'd like to have, and I'm working on it. So you can too. We can do this together. Join me, Gordon. Join me, I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy, and today is episode number 40, if I remember correctly. Yes. And tomorrow I'll be at it again with the push exercises. So join me tomorrow around the same time. If not, you can watch the playback either on Facebook. It'll only be up for 30 days, and then I get taken down. So I don't save them, or I do save them on other platforms. So if you're a day or two behind, you can still kind of catch up if you like to follow a different sequence, or if your work schedule allows you to do something on different days. So the choice is yours. You have flexibility. So, hopefully today you enjoyed today's session. So different muscle groups, kind of different movements, and the cards dictate the number of reps. And today it pushed me. I had to fight through that fatigue. So, and my heart rate shows that I was doing that. So, good luck to you if you're on this journey with me. And if you like what you see, support me. You can send me a tip. I've posted the address where you can. You can email transfer me a tip over liking. Tip me a patch, or buy yourself a patch and I'll get tipped as well. So, and that way you reap the benefits from the power of X39. And if you can find somebody that can make 114-degree bond angle for you, or buy yourself a machine and do it yourself, it's one of the best investments that you can make. Or keep an eye out for the upcoming new water machine that's coming out by LifeWave. It's called the X20. I posted about it yesterday, episode number 39. It's another option that's coming out, which I think is good. And whatever you choose, make a choice. Don't give your power away to somebody else. Keep it in your grasp, and do something with it. All right. That's it for today. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.